Hi, everyone, and welcome to our BeActivating office and our BeActivating office training. We always train Tuesdays from 10 to 11, the work we do in the office, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific for 1 hour. And I will just say that yesterday, there was 100 of us working. And it really put in perspective for me the power of leverage. As network marketers, we talk about leverage all the time. We're building, what do we do in our business? We list build, we recruit to help people with the product and also to see who would like to share a business. And we train and build teams. That's what network marketers do. That is network marketing. And it is through the building of the teams comes the leverage, where we all do a little bit of work, and all of us doing a little bit of work causes this ripple effect in helping a ton of people with their repair issues, but it also helps to create financial safety to financial freedom for those that want to work. And that's really important because a lot of times we talk about the work, but we don't do the work. So there's a difference between talking about the work, training about the work, and doing the work. And so as a leader, I'm always listening to what people say and watching their actions. And I want to work with people that want to work. What is the work? Well, the work we do together. And the reason I created the BeActivating office for 3 hours a week is because I even caught myself talking about the work, but not doing it, because sometimes picking up that darn phone is uncomfortable. So we'll make our list. And I mean, how many people have their list book? We'll make our list book. Okay. How many people have actually done this? How many people have actually gone to their list book and said, oh, there's my list book, and looked at a name and said, oh, I'll call them later? Come on, admit it, admit it. We've all done that. Date, oh, I'll call him later. So the reason we have this 3 days a week for 1 hour, so we have an hour to do what? We're gonna call him now because you're all staring at me. So what else am I gonna do but call him now? And I even look forward to this hour. I have noticed that as we're working and more people are being trained, you guys are so efficient that I even get to call some of my people now. And I called my Uber driver yesterday. I sure did. Finally called him. And I was very proud of myself. I set another call in to a friend of a friend of a friend who was on, I can't even admit this, but I had put her number in one of my notebooks like 2 notebooks ago. Has anybody done that? Put a number in 2 notebooks ago, and then you can't remember where you put the number? That's why you always take a picture of the number. And that's why you always transfer those people to your working list. I was smart enough to have transferred, because sometimes people will just pop in my head. Like the other day, I'm like, gosh, I talked to that person right before Christmas. That was Nick's person. And I never made the connection. And you know what I said to myself? Where is she? I want to call her because she came in my mind yesterday in the office. So what did I do? I'm like, do you think I put her in my list book? Oh my God, I had. She was in here. So what did I do? I reached out. I texted her and I left her a message. She texted me back and she goes, I'm traveling right now, but I would love to talk to you. What a concept, right? It's all because I put it out there, right? I did a text and a talk and a talk and a text. You know that I do those all the time. I never text someone without picking up the phone and leaving the message. I never leave a message for somebody without texting, because people will not call you back, but they will text you back. I created this whole system based on talk and text and text and talk. Okay, the whole system was created. The biz site was created to do that quickly. So, okay, let's go and let's talk about what it takes to be a network marketer. You need to go buy your materials. Is this the new year? Are we in the new year, everybody? So you better go to Staples and buy yourself your list book if you have it. Oh, looky there, who has their new year at a glance, who has their new 2023 calendar book. You guys got your new book? We gotta have a new book. Heidi, where's your new book? Because 2022 is over. Time to start. And you know the 2022 books ended in January. So what does that mean? That means take 5 minutes today to transfer your January of 2022 to your January of 2023. Let's start booking our next appointment in our calendar. If you do not have a current calendar book, what are you going to do today? What's your biggest homework today? Go buy one. And you can buy one at Staples. If you're one of those young millennial techie people, you can do it online. I don't care how you organize yourself, just do it. Because network marketers do a couple things. We make lists, we take notes on people because we're always listening, and we're always booking the next appointment. Always booking the next appointment for the what? The next watering with love. That's all we're doing. And I literally last year went to a notebook that is by the hour. It makes more sense because you can book by the hour, and you can also then book what? Time for you, for your life in between work, right? And I'm going to show you something that you guys are going to laugh at. Even my new January isn't filled yet because I haven't even transferred. So I'm no different than you, but I got my book. Okay. So you start with a list of 10. I don't care where you get the list of 10. In your mind, you say to yourself, who do I know? Who do I know that needs a business? Who do I know that needs stem cells? Who do I know? I was just talking to a friend today, and she was asking me about a placement because she's been having some from cancer treatment, some lymphedema. She's asking me what's best for her, right? Who do I know that I can help, right? Who is my doctor? Who's my chiropractor? Who's my massage therapist? Who are my 4 best friends that are my ride and dies that need to know about this, right? Like, who are those people? What you're going to do is you're going to write their name and their phone number in your book, right? Name, there's name. I have messy handwriting, but it still works. There's name and phone number, right? And you can make lists from a lot of different places. From Facebook, from Instagram, from a messenger. Some of you are learning Clubhouse lately. There's all these social media platforms that allow you to come out and meet what? More people. These are all avenues for you to create your list with. And when you make a list of 10, do you end with a list of 10? Is that all you ever do? No, then you make another list of 10 and another list of 10. And Shelly's going to do another list of 10. And then what's going to happen? Pretty soon, you will then find some folks who want to build this business. How do you know if they want to build the business? Well, April would ask her daughter, would you like to build this business with me? And her daughter would say, I don't even know what you're talking about. And she would say, well, you make a list of 10 and let's go ahead and share this technology and we'll gift a little bit. That's all we're doing. We're just sharing and we're going to teach you how to do it. So don't freak people out. A lot of times people say to me, well, no one's doing this business with me. Nobody's doing this business. Okay, well, have you asked them if they want to do this business with you? And people say they just don't. I've asked, they don't. Well, maybe you scared them by saying, Date, do you want to do this business with me? God, no, I don't want to run a business. But what if I would have said, Date, do you have 10 people that you like that we could share this stem cell activation technology with? Oh, you do? I could send some gifts out for those 10 people you like. Would you like to make a list of 10 with me that we could help? Maybe there's some people in that list that also would like a business or like to share this technology. because what I'm looking to do after I make my first list of 10 is I want to help Date make his list of 10. I want to help Destiny make her list of 10. We are network marketers, make our own list, and then we help work in other people's warm market lists. We're list builders upon list builders upon list builders. I can still remember my protege from another company. She makes $140,000 a month. And at the time, when I met her, I was a doctor sales rep. I sold nutritional products to doctor offices. I drove my little car around like a little rep, and I had my little files, and I stuck little brochures in offices, and I took orders from doctors. That's what I did. And I said to her, would you like to come do this business with me? She was in between network marketing companies. You know what she said to me? She laughed. She goes, that's way too much work. I just make a list. And then I help other people make lists. And then we make more lists. I'll just do this from my home. I'm not driving around anywhere. I'll never forget that. She basically told me, because I thought I was a doctor network marketer. You know what she told me? She told me that I wasn't, because I didn't even understand how to make a list. So I'll never forget that training that day. So and not to say you can't call on doctors, but I like to move through offices through other people's warm markets. I like to make a list, and then I meet Jan, who makes a list, and Jan makes a list. And in that list, there may be a chiropractor friend of hers, right? That's the way I like to make a list. Or I know Michelle, she's in my list. She knows Dr. Lisa, who's in her list. And what did I do with Dr. Lisa? Lisa, who are 10 doctor friends you know? And then we worked in her list. Well, her list happened to be doctors because they're her friends because she's a doctor, right? Do you see the difference? Now, of course, you can go cold. I go cold too. It just takes more time to go cold. When you go in your own list, you'll probably close 50% of the people. When I go work in Shelly's list, I'll probably help her close 80% because I'm third-party validation for her warm list, right? If I go cold calling on offices, I'll hit 10%. And that works. I've gone cold and hit 10% before, but as soon as I hit one, what do? I automatically go into their warm list. That's just what I do. It's just habit to do that. Okay, so always remember, as a network marketer, we are working lists, and we can move and work other people's lists. I don't know if you've seen Gary, but Gary is magical working an Instagram influencers list. She's the influence. She has the massive list. Do you understand? But Gary is the customer service behind the list. He's working the list. Network marketers, what are we? Another name for a network marketer, we are list workers. We work lists. I don't care how you get me a list, I'll work it. Okay, you guys get it? I would say April understands this very well. April is a master worker of lists. She's been working lists for 20 years in network marketing. And, you know, April actually enrolled Dr. Stacy on one leg, and she enrolled Charity on the other because she has been in massive lists for 20 years. That's the pretty blonde with her daughter in pink right there. That is April Vaughn. She's a senior presidential director on a training to work. Isn't that cool? So, and that's her daughter, Grace, who she is mentoring, right? She's going to make her daughter as free as she is. That's kind of cool. Everybody needs a daughter to mentor. I wish I had one. I just have boys. They're more difficult. All right. So let's go to what we do now. Okay. So once we do the list, what do we do on the list? Okay. Get a piece of paper and a pen out. What's our system? What's our system? Everybody write it down. Write what the system. I'm going to do a little quiz. What's our system? What do we do? Okay, let's see how many people get it right. In chat, you can say, I got it right if you did. We patch 3 a day, we follow up with 3 a day, and we invite 3 to Zoom. When we patch 3 a day, what do? We ask a question, we share a link and a quick testimonial about ourselves, and we give a gift. Do you see that I have that memorized? Did I have to read anything or do I have that memorized? We should be able to memorize when somebody says, what's your system? The BeActivating system is 333 Ask, Share, Give. Can you do that? What's your system? We're 333 Ask, Share, Give. What does that mean? We patch 3 a day. We follow up with 3 people a day. We invite 3 people to Zoom. And when we patch 3 people a day, we ask a question. We share a link, startx39now.com, and we share a testimonial about ourselves and we give a gift. Now, if you don't know where to find the system, that's okay. We find it at startx39biz.com. That's our business site, startx39biz.com. There it is. It's so important that it's right in front of you. Okay, everyone. The system is so important because there's a lot of network marketing companies out there with great products. They have no system, or mediocre products and they have no system, or great people, but they have no system. LifeWave has the best product right now in the world that I can see. And we know that because of the testimonial calls that we do 5 days a week and how it's helping people. We have the best community ever. And we have a system to plug people into. Professional network marketers are always looking for systems. Do you have a system? Is there a system created? Do you have a system? You can say, yes, we do have a system. Okay. And so that is your system. And then that, when you, let's talk about this one more time, 333 Ask, Share, Give. So what questions do we ask when we ask the question? We used to just ask, what do you know about stem cells? But that did not get enough at people's true desires. When you just ask, what do you know about stem cells? It gets to the desire of the stem cell technology and health, but it doesn't get to other desires about what other people really want. There are 5 desires that people want. They want their health. If they have their health, they want to keep it. If they don't have their health, they want to get it back. They want money. They want time freedom. They're lonely. They want community, or they want to give back. Those are people's 5 desires. Most people are 2 of those. 2 of those. I wanted my health back and I wanted to make money. I was poor 3 years ago. I was sick of being poor. That was me. Jan was community. She was lonely and she had the lower back issue and the blood foot. Let's be honest. Her foot was the size of a watermelon. Okay. That was her. Date, I would say, was he wanted energy, and my guess is Date wanted time freedom. I could be wrong on that. I've never really asked him. Was it time freedom or money? You have to unmute yourself.
This would be financial freedom, my top of the list, and the rest would fall into second and third.
Financial freedom was your first. You want to make money. So Date wants to make money. Anybody else? Heidi, what's your first and second desire? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. I think for me is just freedom to have my own time. I mean, I'm not a super money driven person, but money really helps and it's coming into place slowly. But I just want to be able to be free with my time. I don't want to check in. It's just time and community. I love this community.
So she's time, freedom, and community, which is different from financial freedom. Date wants to make money. He's like me. We just want to make some money. I don't know where Date was before, but you know I was poor. I didn't want to be poor anymore. Heidi didn't want to be stuck going to a job at 2 o'clock. If she wants to do what she wants to do with her time when she wants to, that's time freedom. That's a little bit different. Peter No always talked about having a ton of money. Remember when he cut hair? He had a ton of money at 22, but he had no time freedom. He was working from 7 in the morning to 8 at night. He'd go out with his friends for 2 hours. My guess, he drank a little bit. And then he would wake up the next day ready to cut hair again. I'm just being honest, until his hands started shaking. And he realized that he had no time freedom and he was losing his health. Like that was probably a scary time at his young age, as an example. April Vaughn, what are your 2 desires?
Mine are, one is definitely time freedom. Time freedom that's everything to me. Time freedom. And Grace, we were just asking her, what is yours, Grace?
I just graduated college 2 years ago and I'm already tired of working in corporate. I absolutely hate it. It's not for me. I hate it. I'm ready to retire. I want time freedom, and money would be nice. So with the time to have some money.
Yeah, it's really cute because I met Grace at SPD when we went to the Costa Rica trip. And she was talking about working with her mom to learn this industry. And I said, well, I don't think I was with Grace at the time, but I said, April, what's she doing? She's like, she's working for some corporate job for $25 an hour or something like that. And I said, wow. And you could teach her all of this at a young age. Please, please do. I mean, especially when you're a child of an entrepreneur, they see the life. Like, I always love the children of the Amway people in the 70s. You know what I mean? When they say, oh, my mom was an Amway person. I saw the toothpaste in the garage. You know what I mean? I'm always like, oh, that's a real entrepreneur, right? She was raised in it. Anyway, super cute. Thank you.
Well, they have a whole different, Marci, they have a whole different, she looks at things from a whole different perspective, and she sees things, being 24, just getting married, and her husband off at work every day. They're thinking about having children, buying a house, and all these different things. Instead of struggling their whole life, they can have a whole different life if they can see that this can change their life right now. Because I'm 53, and so I've already raised children, I've done things, but they're just starting out their life. So if we can get a whole group of younger 20s and 30 somethings in this business, if we can appeal to them, and Grace, they know how to speak to that market. So she's given me all kinds of ideas that I want to speak to you and Peter about as well, about how to attract that market through athletic, through performance, and doing more things through our marketing that we can, because she's getting questions from everyone she's reaching out to from her list that she's working straight down. And she's telling me the objections that she's getting. And so I was like, wow. So it's because we have attracted people, over 40 and up above that. So it would be really nice if we can do the different things that to attract that opens up a whole nother world for us in all our businesses.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. And that's really, how do we make our business attractive to the millennials and the younger folks? And so that's something that we could talk to offline. I could also introduce you to Micah Clark, who's a coach and a fitness trainer, and he's been very successful in social media, as well as the young athlete, from the 20 to the 30-year-old. And they're using this technology, not so much for anti-aging, but for recovery and strength training, which is a little different mindset than some of our older folks. But David did say this. He said, when you put young stem cells on old tissue, you turn the tissue young. And I often wonder what would happen with people Grace's age, the 20 to 30-year-old that starts X39 and glutathione now. Like, will they ever get a wrinkle? Like, what a concept. Like, we need to watch the progress on all of that with our young folks. Make sure you're taking, if you have young people on this product, you take a picture of them every quarter. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see what happens to the youth. But let's go ahead and move on, because we're kind of diverting a bit in our training. So we all understand that the questions that we need to ask get at a desire. So here's what you ask. Write this down. What's going on with you these days? How are you? What's going on with you? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? Those particular questions get at the desire of someone. And after COVID, people want to talk. Call them and listen. We spend a lot of time talking and a very small amount of time listening. Today in the office, I ask you to call 3 people today. Here's your homework. And ask those questions and write it down in your notebook, what they say. Okay? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? And no, it's not just asking that and writing it down and not asking another question. I do believe we've forgotten how to talk to people. Let's practice. Oh, what are you doing for work? Oh, you're working as a teacher. What else are you doing? Are you doing that full time? Are you coaching too? What about summers? What do you do in your summers? Is that when you play? Oh, in your summers, because you don't make enough money teaching, you're also painting houses. Oh, you're entrepreneurial as well. I love that. Do you understand? You keep asking into the answer about them, because what you're trying to get at is what are their true desires. That's all you're wanting to get at. And by doing that, God, people just love that you care by asking questions and listening. So keep asking the questions and listen, and then write down the answers. And so then you would say, well, this is the bridge. This is the Bob Campbell bridge. I finally found something that helps me with. Whatever you found out their desires were by asking the right questions and drilling down. Oh, well, I finally found something that's really making me a lot of money, Date. I think this is the one that's going to make you free. What do you know about stem cells? I might not even go into the health aspect with Date because I know he wants money. I might. Depends, right? It's a new stem cell technology. It is the latest technology that's non-invasive. This is the one. See how easy that is? Oh, Grace, I finally found something that's going to give you time freedom. No more working for $20 an hour, 80 hours a week. Yuck. Let's teach you how to build your own network. What do you know about stem cells? It's the latest technology, right? Shelley, I know you have been teaching cosmetology for 30 years and you love it. You are so blessed to love what you do. I finally found something that could build you a second residual income in the network you already love. What do you know about stem cells? I know each of them enough to know how to trigger that. Does that make sense? So that's good. Thank you, Shelley. So what do you know about stem cells? Well, let me send you a link. I always send startx39now.com. Startx39now.com. That's our exposing site. Okay, startx39now.com. Somebody needs to mute themselves. Somebody mute themselves, you guys. You got to help me when I'm share screening. Startx39now.com. Okay. So take a look at the startx39now.com. Take a look at the first video. It's only 1 minute on light. And the second video, it's 3 minutes on stem cells. In 4 minutes, Jan, you'll know whether you would like a gift. Can we look at that now? Go ahead, take a look. Okay, so let me tell you what happened to me. 3 years ago, I was sick with breast cancer and depressed, and my girlfriend brought me 10 of these patches. She told me to wear them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. First 2 days, the chemo metal came detoxing out of my mouth. Day 5, my skin was super soft, and by day 10, I felt emotionally like I was 20, not like I was dying. And it changed my life so much, I started sharing this, and now I have financial freedom. take a look at this site and tell me if you would like a gift of 5. I will give to you what someone else gave to me because it's been life-changing. There it is. That's your first call. We call that the exposing gifting call. Let's talk about how that fits in our system again. 333 ask, share, give. Patch 3 a day, follow up with 3 a day, invite 3 to Zoom. When we patch 3 a day, we ask, we share, we give. We ask the question, what's going on with you? I finally found something that helps me with, what do you know about stem cells? Then we share, start X39now.com. I direct them to the first 2 videos and tell them it's only 4 minutes. You'll overwhelm them with the whole site unless you direct them to what you want them to see. If you like what you see, text me your address. I'll send you a gift. And I forgot to say, and you need to share your testimonial. Your testimonial is big. And if you don't have a testimonial, you could share a testimonial from our testimonial calls. We have over 1,500 of them stored. I don't know. I just started the X39, but I will tell you, I was listening to the call yesterday, and Dr. Amanda, naturopath, talked about how she reset 8 of her telomeres to the right direction. That's crazy, right? I don't know. I just started these yesterday, but I was on this testimonial call, and this girl named Heidi talked about how her pockets, she had 17 pockets, and now she's down to like 2. Like, those things are gross, right? Like, wow. So, I mean, you can use other people's testimonials. It's all about what you say and how you say it with the right energy, right? People want energy. They want the gift that you're presenting, the bundle of joy that you are. All right. So now that's one fork in the road, sending the gift. The other fork in the road is there's a lot of people on this call that don't gift. They like to just go right from the exposing site to, if you like what you see, I'll send you a testimonial call. If you like what you see, I'll send you a 1-page that explains all the technologies. If you like what you see, I'll show you a price list so you can get it for a 30-day money-back guarantee, no risk. I like that silver kit for $2.99. So there's 2 forks in the road. You can gift with a 5-day supply, and Jan mails that out during the office 3 days a week for us. Or you can gift by giving the wholesale kits with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It doesn't matter. It's what's best for your dance. Sometimes you're going to gift. Sometimes you're going to move right into a kit. If somebody's ready to buy a kit, don't force them to get a 5-day supply, right? Put them in the kit, right? You don't have to give the gift. Or you can say, let's get your kit right now, and I'll send you a 5-day supply so you can start on it before your kit comes. That would work, but don't force a gift when they're ready to buy. Always take a credit card when somebody's ready to buy. Are we good with that? We're good with that. Okay, so now let's go to how we're going to give the gift. So once again, we're going to go to our business site, Start X39 Biz. That's startx39biz.com. And remember, so far we've talked about 2 of my most favorite sites I use in my business. I only use 4 sites for my business. Honestly, I get overwhelmed with too much more. So what sites does Marci use for her business? StartX39now.com is her exposing site. It's the site I use to pre-qualify to see if someone's worthy of a gift or of the silver kit, right? I use StartX39Biz.com. Those are all the tools that you need to to text and talk and talk and text, send links. I send links all over the place. I created that site for 3 reasons. So I could text and talk and talk and text links everywhere. So I have an easy place to train. And so I never have to find a file in my database to email someone. I don't like doing those things. So that is why that was created. So it would make it really fast. I can literally talk and text and talk to someone in 2 minutes. I can send what I need. I know exactly where to find the links. They're off. Okay. That's how I use that site. All right. And then of course, the testimonial site, I'll show you how to get to that in a moment. And of course, your replicating site where you put your order in your back office and the company ships like Amazon and pays you a thank you check. If you don't know how to find those 4 sites and you're new and you're like, I'm clueless on all of this, who are you going to call? Jan Rand, and she's going to give you a one-on-one training to make sure you know all 4 sites. And Jan's going to put her name, her phone number, and her email in chat. And you just call her and say, I don't know what Marci's talking about. And she will help you. Okay, so here we go. This is where you go find the gifting form, because remember, we just pre-qualified. So now we're going to gift. Now, there's 3 different boxes here, and you need to know the difference of the boxes. The 14 steps to success is what Peter and I created 3 years ago. It's the engine of how we run our business. Everything is in those 14 steps. Whether you come work in the office at 11 o'clock or not, the 14 steps you need to know. You need to click on that, and you need to go through every single step and make sure you understand it. My 3 favorite tabs on the 14 steps to success is tab 5. You want to make sure you join Telegram. Telegram has all of our testimonials. The BeActivating community is everything that we talk about. Testimonials only are testimonials only. You can search by issue here. The BeActivating business training, we are updating that with every training we do now. So you're getting the most cutting edge current trainings on this. We also have our practitioner call, which is every call in this group is a doctor call only. Can I say doctor? Doctor? Is there a doctor in the house? You would go here. Heidi, I love that you laugh at me. I sometimes joke just to see you smile. Before, after picture, this is a picture tells 1,000 words. You just show the picture. And then Spanish. The Spanish testimonial is everything in Spanish. If you do not know how to get into these, call Jan. It's important you download these and you know what to do, because remember, the 3rd most important site we use is testimonials. Testimonials are a form of third-party validation. You have the relationship, but because they love you, they won't buy from you. But if you put them in third-party validation, a 3-way call, a patching podcast, a testimonial call, the Now site is third-party validation. Then they will buy from you because what you say has just been validated. Now, if Heidi sends me to her friend Becky and I make the phone call on Heidi's behalf, she'll listen to me. She'll be very respectful to me because it's a friend of Heidi. We'll hang up. She still won't buy because she doesn't know me. So the reason that relationship plus influence equals a perfect buying decision is the relationship is the love, but people don't always buy from who they love without influence connecting. But they won't buy from the influencer without the love connecting. Do you understand? That's why third-party validation is so important. Relationship plus influence equals a perfect buying decision. Heidi's friend Becky is the relationship. I would be considered the influence only because Becky doesn't know me. The Now site is influence because Becky doesn't know the Now site. The testimonial calls are influence because Becky doesn't know the people. And the the patching podcast is influenced because Becky doesn't know the people, but she's going to come back and buy from Heidi after she has the influence because she loves Heidi. Do you see why it's important to do the 3? That's why when you go shopping, let's say, I don't know how many people have a Nordstrom's in their area, but we still have Nordstrom's on the West Coast. And that's why when we go to Nordstrom's and I put on my little outfit and I go and look in the mirror, and if my girlfriend says it's cute, I won't buy it because I love Jan and she's not going to tell me the truth because I love her. But that sales lady that walks up and says it's cute, man, now I'm in because I just got third-party validation from the sales rep, right? I mean, I'm just being totally awesome, being totally, that's just truth. That's the way it works. So knowing that, here's also, if you cannot figure out how to do testimonials, go to the preloaded. They're already done for you, okay? And here's some of the health ones that are already done. And we did take out some of the dates so they don't look so old. Some of these were done early on, but they're really, really good. So you could just grab these. You see how easy it is? You just go edit, copy, edit, paste. Boom. Copy, paste. I made the site just to copy, paste. Okay. So don't be afraid. All right. So I love that. And then I also love tab 8. Write the tabs that I use because you will be using them today if you work in the office. Tab 5. And write down Jan's number so she can train you today if you don't know how to use them. Tab 8. I always go to invite to podcast. And I would tell them, well, why don't we come on Tuesday? And you would just go down to Tuesdays. Oh, wow, there's a lot going on Tuesday, 6 o'clock, Charity and Kathleen. Look at Dr. Stacy's call now. She opened that call up to all of us. Wasn't that nice of her? So that is science and technology. That is a great call tonight. So you could send people to either of those. Those are live calls, right? All of these are live, okay? So I love that. And then I love tab number 9, take the order. Here's a couple of my favorite, the order form. I always have, oh, not this again. Oh, hold on, give me a minute. This happened to me yesterday. That is annoying. Okay, let's try again. You guys see this still? Jan, do you see this? Shelly, you see this or no? You see it? Okay. So let's go back to 14 steps and let's go to take the order. I love this order form. It's just real simple. $149 retail, $119 to be a preferred. I like the silver kit for $299. That gives you 3 X39s. 1 X39, X49 equals 2 of supportive patches. And of course, we always do 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. I'm always doing silver kits and auto ships, gold kits and auto ships. And when somebody wants the inventory to do the business of gifting, or if they're an office and they want to retail sleeves, for sure the diamond, because that gives you enough inventory to start this business. The good news is you can start anywhere and upgrade, and you pay the difference in sleeves and get the difference in you pay the difference in price and get the difference in sleeves. So that's really cool. And you build the pack right here for people. And then you just say your address is, your phone number is. You don't even need a social security number. They can get the wholesale price with no social because you don't give a social until the person makes money. So I put everybody on a silver kit and auto ship or a gold kit and auto ship. I think I have 2 customers in 3 years, but you do what you want to do. I'm just saying, I like the kits because that gives people enough product to use for them and their family, but also to share. And this business is a business of sharing. So then there's the order form. I also, so what do? I just text them the link and I call it the price list. I also text them the one page all product. This is my favorite. I don't know if you guys have seen this lately, but once again, you just copy it and paste it. But we added to it. I saw Ann and Stacy just realized it. But here's all our technology with placement. We just added AccuLife for horses and dogs. I just got my very first vet, so I needed some animals, man. And then also the aroma mist and how that works. So we're really proud of our one page. It really adds all of the products, and if you read the paragraphs, they are very, I believe it's some really good work. So hopefully that will be something you can use. I always do the one page with the price list. And the other thing we added, which you might enjoy, is, let's see if I can find it. Oh, the symptoms of aging. We just did a real quick little hit on that. Is that fun? It's just that so they can do themselves. What was their quality of sleep before? What was their stamina? What was their skin? What was their wound healing like? And then what was their pain like? So this is allowing them to track themselves, right? I think this is very nice. So you guys might like that as well. So those are some great forms, really some of my favorite forms. I also very much like the what to expect. This answers the question of I don't feel anything. Well, of course you don't feel anything. This was just a 5-day gift and you're on your second day, but look at, you've reset 4,000 genes. In
Marci,
yeah.
we can't see any of the forms you're talking about. All we can see is where it says your order forms English.
Awesome. How about now? Nope.
We see full page order form for US, Canada. Okay, I can see you scrolling now.
Do you see the form now?
Now, yes, now we can. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. So sorry. Yeah, you guys let me know when you don't see it. So this is the one page I was talking about. And this is where we added the vet, the animal, and we added the shine and the mist. So this is the one page I like. This, you already saw the order form. This is the symptoms of aging. We just did a real quick sheet on this now. This can also be printed out like on cards if you want to ask Sally for offices. I know a lot of offices are liking this. And then the what to expect when people say they don't feel anything, I do a lot of, well, that's because the stem cells are fixing what you need to live first. And then they're going to fix what you feel. Just like my friend Heidi, whose knee went back into shape after 5 months. But let me tell you, Shelley, you can bet that we just in the first few days reset your genes, 4,000 genes. And within 1 to 3 months, we're going to reset mental for you. And in 3 to 6 months, those stem cells are going to start repairing your issues that you feel, like Heidi's knee. And 6 to 12 months, we're actually reversing the age. So if this is something that is interesting to you, maybe you should keep wearing them longer than your 5-day gift. How about a silver kit plus auto ship, and you can have your 30-day money back guarantee. So these are some of my favorite forms. They're all, once again, under Take the Order, because it's the forms I use as I'm talking to people to do what? Take the order, right? Once you take the order, because our back office is a little clunky, that's the only thing that's clunky really, but they are fixing that. But until it's fixed, we take paper orders and then we input them. So if you don't know how to input your order, let's say you get your first order on your order form. I got my order, woohoo, silver kit and auto ship. I'm in like Flynn for my Amex gift card on Wednesday because I got one. That's what we do on Wednesdays. Then you call Jan and you say, I don't know what to do now. And she goes, no problem. I'll help you put that order in. So don't worry. We just chunk it. But you can also go to tab 10 and look at how to input an order, how your back office works, all of this. That's why it's so important. Some people call Jan and say, I just don't understand this business at all. And Jan says, well, the first thing you're going to do is go to startx39now.com and look at the videos. The second thing you're going to do is go to startx39biz.com and go through all the tabs. Then call me. Like really, because there's so much here, right? So then learn the compensation. This is how you make the money. And you can look at the one page. That's how we make money. If that seems confusing, don't freak out. Look at the 15-minute video on how you make money. And then what you're going to do is, this is the most important. After you make money, you need to set up your pay portal. We just changed pay portal to the new way that the company is doing pay portal. So this is your guide to set it up. And if you need a W-9, which you probably don't anymore because it's part of the setup now, it's the form just pops up for you now, which is cool. And if you need help with setting it up, it's here. So I set up the 14 steps to success in the way you do the business, right? 333, ask, share, give. We're going to send some testimonials. We're going to follow up. We're going to invite to podcast. We're going to take the order. We're going to input the order. It's going to make us money. And then we're going to get paid money. So those are the steps. Okay. So now let's go to the office. So we work the 14 steps in the office. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to come to work. And it's Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And we just learned, if you're brand new, how to do what? How to do 333 ask, share, give. So we learned how to patch. We learned how to ask the question. Then we learned how to share. Start X39now.com and our testimonial. This is where you go to send the gift. So you go to, once again, the BeActivating office, the power of 3. And you're going to go to the training guide. And you're just going to go look for that darn gift. Where does Marci send that gift? Oh, there it is. That's what's going to go out, the gift. And how are you going to fill out the form to send the gift out? You are going to go right here. Here's the form. And the daily code we will give you in 4 minutes. And you would put your name. Let's just say I'm sending the gift. Marci Preble, my phone number with dashes, who's receiving the gift. Jan Rand, her address, city, state, and submit. This goes right to Jan and she fills it out on your behalf. And there's a label with your name and number on it. And that's what goes out. You are responsible for your list, your gifts going out. Once that gift goes out, you need to follow up as the person's wearing the gift. If you don't, you're wasting the gift. So you pre-qualify the gift with the Now site. You then have Jan send the gift out. And if you're new to the call today, you can send 3 gifts out today. And you don't need to know how to follow up and close. All you need to know how to do today is to gift. Next week, I will teach you how to follow up and close. If you are not new to the call, then you need to do 4 follow-up calls and 2 closing calls. And you guys can gift 2 today. Know that we sent over 100. Jan has 100 left and we're slim on patches. So please be respectful that we can't really, as a group, do much more than we did yesterday, or we will be over. Okay, so, but we have enough. Okay, we have about the same today as we did yesterday for gifting. Okay, so then what's the follow-up and the close? Well, you guys are going to know it now. I'm going to do it in 2 minutes before we start. So this is not for new people. This is for people that have already gifted. And I want you to know we've already gone through all of this in our training. All of this, you know. Look at how much you know already. All of it. Now we're at the follow-up call. So what are you going to do on the follow-up call? Did you get the patches? Did you put them on? Are they in your drawer in the kitchen? Let's go get them out. And always have a sleeve with you. Always have a gifting envelope with you. And always have, if you have business cards, a business card with you. That helps you see what to answer. Well, make sure you drink plenty of water. Let me explain the technology. Oh, let me open up the envelope right here. Oh, I don't know. I just got on this as well. I have no idea how it works. Get your envelope, Sally. Let me get mine. And here it is for you. Let's read it together. Oh, well, you wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off. Okay, we can do that. Oh, look at the man on the front. It says you wear it right below the back of the neck or under the belly button. Let's put it right below the back of your neck. Well, according to this envelope that we're reading, this stem cell activation patch is made out of organic crystals. And when it hits your skin, it looks like it reflects back a light wave. Yes, there's no stem cells in it. It's non-transdermal, it looks like. But when it does it, it activates your stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets them to a younger, healthier state. When you put these young stem cells on old tissue, you turn it young again. Well, I don't know about you, Jan, but I'm almost 60, so I've lost almost all my stem cells. I think you have too. Well, what's interesting about, according to this brochure, when you activate them, it turns into something called pluripotent stem cells, and they have the unique ability to turn into whatever cell your body needs for repair. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just read the envelope, Jan. Put it on. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. That's it, you guys. You're just reading the envelope, explaining the technology, and have them read along. Okay, this is a couple of the other questions. But based on what else is going on with you, Jan, and your blood foot, it seems to me that you have some other things going on. Would you like me to send you a testimonial about my friend that is having reverse blood flow issues too? Okay. Did you want to come to a live podcast? I can send you Tuesdays. Okay, Jan, there's people in the waiting room. Do you see them? And can you enter them in, please? I would love to send you the one-page patching summary so you can research the Eon. I think that would be good for inflammation. Oh, you have energy issues too? You're going to love the energy. And that mist, that's a brand new thing. Just read it, right? And I'll send you a price list. It will take me 1 minute to send you those links. I'll just text it to you. Is that okay? Literally, where do I go to text those links, you guys? The 14 steps to success. What tabs do I go to? Tab 5 is Telegram for testimonials, right? I don't even know my tabs by heart. I should, but that's okay, because if I don't, I just go here. So I'm going to go pull a testimonial from tab 5. I'm going to go and pull an invite to podcast from tab 8. I'm going to go take the order, the one page in the order form on tab 9. I'm going to send those links to them in all of 2 minutes because that's how fast you can do it. That's it. You guys, that's your follow-up call. Is that easy? You're just asking to send them links and being of service. So then you're going to get this always. It happens all the time. You're going to get the objection and you're going to be like, it's an objection. What do I do? Objections just mean that's the next step to saying yes. An objection and a question we love. It's when people are just like have nothing to say that you know that you're not going anywhere. And it's so funny because the other day I had a great objection and I was so excited, but I also had a call where the person didn't say a word to me. Really, not a word. So what do you think in my mind I'm thinking? Ready? You ready what I'm thinking? Next. All right, so let's go back to here. Objection. So here we go. Here's how you answer those objections. They're right here. The 4 most popular objections are in the training guide in the BeActivating office. Look, we've already gone through all of this. I don't feel anything. That's your number 1 objection. That's why you need to call people back when they're wearing it so you can explain the technology and why they're not feeling anything. I know how you feel. I felt the same way and then I found. Feel, felt, found. When you activate those dormant stem cells, they go first and repair what you need to live, and then they repair what you feel. The 5-day gift is just the beginning of your journey. That's why owner, inventor, creator David Schmidt offers a 30-day money-back guarantee at no risk to you. Would you like me to order the kit? That's the best answer. The answers are there. Is this network marketing? The answer is right there. Google says this is a bad product. The answer is right there. Why is it cheaper on Amazon? The answer is right there. The 4 biggest objections I answered for you in this script. The other thing that network marketers do is we write scripts and we duplicate the scripts over and over again. Okay, follow-up call is done. Yay, you did it. In 1 minute, I'm doing the closing call. You call them on their last day on the patch. Oh, and by the way, that's why you need your calendar, because you're booking the next appointment every time with these people. Okay, we always are booking the next appointment. Jan, did you look at the testimonial link? I know, it was amazing, right? Did you go to the podcast? Oh, you didn't have time? That's okay. No guilt, no judgment. Everything is good. Read the 4 agreements. We're always happy. Did you look at the 1 page? I think Eon and Ice Wave would be great for that foot as well. Yes, and the price list. Let's go to that right now. Can you click your phone? Look, and I put it right there. You can do $149 retail, $119 to be a preferred customer. I like the silver kit, $299. That gives you 3 X39s, enough for yourself, your family, and even some to share. But based on your blood foot, I would do an X39 stem cell activation patch. Let's look at the 1 page so we can read it together. X49 would be great for structure and muscle and bone repair. Eon for inflammation and an Ice Wave for pain. Did you know, Jen, you can get all 4 of those for $299 with a 30-day money-back guarantee? And then, of course, X39 is the workhorse of the line. Let's go ahead and give you 1 of those the following month to keep your stem cells activating. Your address is, and you fill it out. You just have gone through the exposing gifting call, the follow-up call, and the closing call. Congratulations. If you're brand new, don't freak out. You're just gifting today. If you're not brand new, then you kind of need to know how to do the next stuff. Because, you ready for this? When we water someone with love, what does watering mean? It's just touching them different times with different pieces of material, a link, a testimonial, a 3-way call, just love, right? You close at 10%. When you water 5 times with love, you close at 80%. So let's count how many waterings this system does. The gifting exposing call is your first watering. Jan sends the gift. They get a gift in the mail. 2nd watering. 3rd watering is the follow-up call. 4th watering is the link. And 5th watering is the closing call. And that's how that works. Let's go ahead and mute all again. And let's go ahead and stop our training.